Get ready for some serious blast from the past excitement. Thanks to those brilliant archaeologists and paleontologists working tirelessly around the globe, we've managed to uncover mind-blowing secrets from our forgotten history. But here's a cool fact. Even with their expertise, sometimes one key just isn't enough to unlock all of an ancient mystery's surprises. That's when modern science jumps in, bringing its superpowers to help reveal more hidden treasures. So buckle up and let's dive into the most epic tales where 21st century tech met ancient enigmas. It's time for crazy stuff. Today we're counting down 5 jaw-dropping instances when science helped us uncover what was previously unknown about our fascinating past. Get ready to uncover one of humanity's biggest mysteries. Where did smallpox come from? For centuries, scientists have been scratching their heads trying to pinpoint its origin, with historical clues pointing to ancient pox marks and evidence suggesting it's been around for thousands of years. But here's the twist. A groundbreaking study published in Cell Biology is shaking things up, claiming this deadly virus might be way younger than we thought. Let's dig into how researchers made this shocking discovery by analyzing DNA from a 400-year-old mummified secret hidden under a Lithuanian church. Get ready to turn a century-old mystery upside down. Scientists dug into a centuries-old mummy's remains and surprisingly found no clear signs of smallpox. But they did manage to extract the entire genetic code for the ancient variola virus that gave birth to all 20th century smallpox strains. By comparing this DNA to older versions from the mid-1900s, researchers narrowed down when the common ancestor of all these strains popped up somewhere between 1588 and 1645. That's a game changer. We used to think smallpox was around for thousands of years, but it looks like our ancestors had to deal with this killer disease for just a few short centuries instead. So what triggered its rapid spread? Experts say exploration, migration, and colonization were the main culprits, and they also suspect that earlier accounts of the disease might have been misdiagnosed as chickenpox or measles. Here's a fresh perspective. The surprising discovery that smallpox might not be as ancient as we once believed is just the tip of the iceberg. Unraveling this mystery has got us wondering, how did smallpox go from a relatively contained threat to a global pandemic? The answers likely lie in human history, where exploration, migration, and colonization played major roles in spreading diseases across the globe. Think about it. As people traveled and interacted with new cultures, they also carried viruses that took hold in populations who'd never seen them before. It's like peeling back layers of an onion. Solving one mystery reveals another, leaving us eager to explore more. Get ready for a wild ride through time. You might have heard whispers about Bigfoot, but buckle up as we dive into the incredible true story of Little Foot, discovered in South Africa's Sterkfontein caves back in '94. Thanks to some serious tech wizardry, scientists were able to piece together this ancient skeleton from head to toe, yes, even the little toes. And what did they learn? That our early ancestors were rocking bipedalism long before we thought, strolling around on 2 feet like it's nobody's business. Get ready for a step into the past. What sets us apart from our primate pals? It all starts in how we walk, or should I say, run, jump, and dance. Little Foot's incredible fossil findings revealed a super cool curved spine and an amazing pelvis perfect for walking on 2 feet. And here's the coolest part, this ancient homie's foot was like ours today, but with some funky ape-like features too. This tells us that our human foot didn't just suddenly appear. It evolved over time, taking the best from our ape ancestors to get to where we are today. Get ready to walk with history. Little Foot's groundbreaking discovery is rewriting the book on humanity's origins. This incredible ancient skeleton not only nailed bipedalism as a key characteristic of early humans, but it also gave us major insight into how our feet evolved over time. But Little Foot's impact goes far beyond science labs. He's become an iconic symbol of our shared human journey and our special bond with the apes, taking his rightful place in popular culture. And did you know, it all started with a shocking revelation in Kenya. Let's dive into a harsh reality. Human evolution wasn't always about growth or advancement, but survival, often at any cost. From tools to technology, our species kept pushing boundaries to stay alive, driving us forward as a civilization. A bone-chilling discovery in Kenya is shedding light on the darker side of this journey. Around 500 years ago, a massacre happened. In a mass grave near Atarik, at least 27 individuals were laid to rest, men, women, and kids alike. The skeletons told a gruesome story of blunt force trauma and arrow wounds, leaving us with disturbing questions about our ancestors' past. Let's dive deeper into what happened here, guys. A crucial clue that tells us this wasn't some kind of ritual sacrifice is that these bodies weren't buried. They were left exposed, indicating a brutal and violent act rather than a sacred one. The team behind the discovery used cutting-edge forensic tech to uncover the grim truth. The mass grave was a result of brutal clashes between groups. We know this because of the unusual obsidian tips found at the site, which are super rare in the area. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. And when we take a closer look, the evidence of trauma speaks for itself. 10 skeletons show fatal blows, 5 severe blunt force head injuries, and 5 confirmed arrow wounds. It paints a chilling picture of the violence that once ravaged this land. Here's the rewritten paragraph, then buckle up and get ready to dive into the mystery of what drove this mass extermination event. While we may never know for certain, historians believe it was probably a mix of motives, such as fighting over limited resources, payback time, or disputes about land. Now, you might be wondering, what made this area so prone to these conflicts? Well, let's paint the picture. We're talking rich soil and a thriving population, which naturally leads to competition for essential goods. And get this, archaeologists found evidence of a special type of legume among the skeletons buried in the sediment. But that wasn't all. This place was also home to marshlands, lush vegetation, and dense forests bordering it, an environment teeming with life and resources to fight over. Imagine unearthing secrets from the past, ancient stories etched in stone for thousands of years. Let's crack the code. Cuneiform writing is one of humanity's earliest forms of communication, born over 5,000 years ago in Mesopotamia. This complex system uses a combination of wedge-shaped symbols to represent sounds and tell tales across languages like Sumerian, Akkadian, and Babylonian, all inscribed onto clay tablets with a pointed stylus, ready for AI to decipher today. Get ready to geek out. Ancient cuneiform writing was a total brain twister. Imagine having over 600 different signs, and some of them could mean completely opposite things depending on the context. That's like learning an entire secret language with no clear rules. But here's the amazing part. AI is now cracking this code, helping us decipher these mysterious texts. Check out the Fragmentarium project. They're using tech to read and translate cuneiform in ways we never thought possible. Get ready for a real-life Indiana Jones moment. In Munich, Germany, the Ludwig Maximilians University is revolutionizing ancient history with their mind-blowing Fragmentarium project. They're using super smart AI to put together the puzzle pieces of cuneiform tablets that have been broken into fragments for thousands of years. And you know what? This tech wizardry has already paid off big time. It's helped unscramble previously thought to be lost tablet pieces, giving history buffs and scholars a fresh look at our ancient past. But wait, there's more. Right now, at UC Berkeley, a groundbreaking project is using artificial intelligence to crack open the secrets of ancient languages, and they're making huge strides with cuneiform texts, translating over 100,000 of them into English. This revolution in research has opened up a treasure trove of knowledge about our fascinating past, giving historians and archaeologists access to previously hidden insights. Who knows, perhaps this innovative approach can also help unravel the enigmatic Indus Valley script, or even shed light on the untimely demise of an Egyptian pharaoh that continues to captivate us. Let's set the record straight. There is no historical ruler named Second and Retartuller in ancient Egypt's history books. The correct name is Seqenenre II, a mighty warrior king who lived around 1560 BC and bravely fought against the Hyksos invaders. His courageous battle ended in tragedy, with archaeological discoveries revealing his mummy in the Valley of the Kings showed brutal signs of a violent death, a shattered skull from severe blows, and gruesome cuts and bruises all over his body. Get ready for a gruesome yet fascinating twist. You might have thought the brutal murder of Second and Retard Sico resembled Julius Caesar's infamous assassination, but it just got a whole lot darker. Scientists used high-tech CT scans to dissect the truth behind this ancient killing, uncovering an even more sinister scene than initially met the eye. The scans exposed the full brutality of his injuries. The fatal blows weren't just random, they came from multiple angles, proof that he was ambushed by several attackers. And here's the most chilling part, some of these merciless strikes were delivered while Sika was still fighting for his life, adding a heart-stopping layer to this already gruesome tale. Let's dive into the chilling details. CT scans uncovered that Seka's hands were bound behind his back when he met his untimely end. This grim discovery strongly suggests a capture and brutal execution, rather than a heroic death in battle. The harsh treatment might have served as a warning to others, setting an example of the harsh consequences of opposing the mighty Egyptians. The violent demise of Siko played a monumental role in shaping Egypt's destiny. It marked a turning point, ultimately leading to the ousting of the Hyksos and the reunification of Egypt under Ahmose-Zuriman's powerful rule. What's on your mind, guys? We'd love to hear from you. Hit that comment section below and let us know if there are any other mind-blowing ancient mysteries you think we should tackle using modern science. Huge thanks for joining Crazy Stuff today. Don't forget to like this video, share it with a friend, and smash that subscribe button for more out-of-this-world content.